In a contemporary society, the notion of postgender is an umbrella term. Many may perceive it as a movement which involves the removal of gender roles and expectations. However, in our complex community, it refers to anything from sexuality to the absence of gender altogether. Currently, the topic has been displayed and documented in 3 different forms: postgender in art, postgender in media, postgender in society. Multi-gendered individuals aren't new to the art scene. The representation of bigenitalia subject matter can be dated back to Linnick works. Contemporary artists such as Mark Quinn are still exploring this notion by revealing individuals who are embracing their mixed gender bodies, concentrating on how these people relate to postgender. The individuals in Buck and Alana are porn stars, and Thomas, 2009, is a pregnant man. The gender categorization that society places on these individuals doesn't even come close to describing who they are or the possibilities of their exceptional bodies, therefore making them a big part of the potential postgender society. Similar to Mark Quinn, Siren Lavadell, another contemporary practitioner, is focusing on the postgendered person. The representation of such bodies in art leaves the interpretation up to the audience as they struggle to define the individual by traditional stereotypes. How would you describe the gender of this person?
Female.
It looks like a girl.
Like the florally thing's really like female-y, and as I look down to the lower part of their body, I can see that it's not a female. They actually can see a lot like a male.
I can tell it's a male.
Whatever they want to be.
Jacob is a perfect example of the postgendered body, a person who could be either gender or none at all. The postgendered body in art is revolutionary, as it is an individual who doesn't let gender dictate their life or their place in society.
Today I'd like to talk about the postgender representations in the media and the idea of misgendering. Postgender has seemed to have quite negative representations in the media, especially with transgendered people. Although there have been positive depictions of postgender, for example, the male model Andre Pecci, who even met the Queen in a pencil skirt. Recently, celebrities such as Caitlyn Jenner, Laverne Cox, and Ruby Rose have been redefining the stereotypes that are generally held against transgendered, postgendered, and gender-neutral people. A transgendered study conducted by GLAAD found that out of 102 episodes from different scripted television shows, 54% of those transgendered characters were categorized as containing negative representations. In a video by HuffPost Live called How Transgendered People Changing the Media, they assess the issues of how the media tends to have very specific questions and singular views on how transgender and postgender people are seen as just bodies, surgeries, or just a trans identity. As a result of this concern, Amos Mack and Rocco Coyotes created a magazine called Original Plumbing Magazine, which represents themselves and their community as whole people. Kat Black, a YouTube vlogger, discusses the ironic paradox between her experiences of harassment and misgenderism. This paradox is prevalent as she is often harassed in a misogynistic sense, such as, "Look at your body, look at your face," as with men sending her rape threats. But she is then misgendered through their attempt to devalue her gender by saying, "You're a man, you were born with a penis." Overall, the media has seemed to display postgender and transgender people as abnormal bodies who contain a trans identity, and they have also highlighted a tendency to misgender and devalue them.
Today the media plays a huge role influencing gender norms. Marketing uses colours, styles and forms to interest specific genders.
Sometimes I just feel different.
That's because you're growing up. I think it's time we have that talk. The pen talk.
But I can't handle those man pens.
That's why you need the new Bic for Her pen.
There's a pen for women?
There is now. They're built strong enough for a man, but simple enough that even a woman can understand how to use them. Here's how it works. When you have an opinion, you write it down on a piece of paper and then crumble it up and throw it away because no one wants to know our opinion, sweetheart.
Wow, what else can I do with a Bic for Her pen?
Well, you could use it to write down a grocery list or even recipes for when you need to feed your man. And it's indestructible, so it'll stand up to all your wild mood swings.
It's so pretty.
It's the only pen for ladies you'll ever need.
I can use it when I become president.
Oh, right.
For best results, use while barefoot and pregnant.
Ellen DeGeneres is a well-known celebrity who encourages gender equality and self-identity. Recently, she has become a clothing designer focused towards women who want to dress for comfort, not identity. This new take on fashion is a great example of design that reinforces the movement towards a transgendered society. The clothing incorporates a mix of male and female qualities with an aesthetic and ergonomic design outcome. Ellen quotes, "There's a line out there that's not extremely feminine, it's not masculine, it's just comfortable." For some, this post-gender society can be a little confusing.
Target removing boys and girls labels, they're going gender neutral, whatever that is.
Is this going to confuse you? I know it's going to confuse me.
The notion of post-gender may be quite diverse and involve many aspects of life, but what remains clear is that it is quickly becoming a large part of our contemporary society, which can be seen as a positive thing for the equality of all individuals.